Hi guys, it's Nene, aka SoulStar Divine Feminine. Welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do my first twin flame reading in I think about a year. I'm pretty sure the last time I did a reading, it was around this time, maybe a month or two after this time last year in Bali. And it's been a hell of a long journey that I've trust me, but spirit guided me to do a twin flame reading, and it's crazy synchronistic with the full moon energy that we have going on. It happened on the same day that I saw Erica Hippie Tarot. It decided to put up a video of a twin flame reading when she, like her first video back, and I saw it and I was like, wow, okay, damn, this is a good energy. There's some intensity going on today, but this will manifest in the greatest way for it if I can choose that choice. And then a couple hours later, and it's literally like, oh yeah, SoulStar, you also have to do this too, please. So thank you. And I was like, okay, myself, I'll do it. So here it is, and I want to show you guys this healing really quick before I get into this reading of where I am. It's so beautiful, and I'm so grateful to be here during this crazy pandemic that's going on. I'm sending you guys so much love and so much healing and so much light, and I hope that you can immerse yourselves in your own divinity and worthiness and happiness, and I hope that you feel the good healing vibes from this beautiful spot that I've picked here with my divine masculine, and I hope you enjoy the reading. Hi guys, so this is the day after you just saw that introduction. I know, twin flame, right? I use that term loosely. You guys know that I stopped uploading any twin flame videos like over a year ago, before loads of other people started saying like, no, I'm not putting any of this stuff out there anymore, blah blah blah. And a lot of us went through a very similar change of just like not channeling, doing these types of readings. For some reason, spirit has guided me to do this real divine love partnership reading, and it does very much feel like that, but it's a whole different type of energy, and for some reason it's happening now, and it's very synchronistic to, as I mentioned in my intro, with Erica Hippie Tarot also channeling it at the same time and coming back. So there's obviously some next huge energy surge that's happening right now in the collective consciousness, and why spirit is guiding me to put this reading out there when I haven't done a reading like this in a really long time. Now, today, first of all, I'm sending you guys so much love and light and healing and strength because of everything that's going on right now with this pandemic, this virus. Wow, dude, I'm just sending you guys so much love and strength, and reminding you that yes, you may be forced to go within your own energy right now, but there is so much that you can create by going fully within and immersing yourselves and surrendering to this experience in the best way for your spirit, and to continue feeding your spirit and not your ego. The card decks I'm using today is Atlantis Oracle, and then I'm also using Angels and Ancestors. Last time I think I said Native American because Nick had put that in my mind. No, it's Angels and Ancestors. And I feel like Spirit wants me to use my mood card deck, but they haven't got me to pull cards just yet. So we're going to get into this reading. So this is a divine love partnership reading, loosely like the label of twin flame, but it's just definitely a divine love partnership reading that I haven't done in a very, very long time. The way that spirit pulled these cards today is also extremely different, so I know there's some huge changes that have happened recently. Now, I've got here I was going to say the divine masculine because it feels like that. I've got here the partner or love that you're interested in finding information about up at the top here, and I've got exactly what they're doing now, like what their lessons are that they're needing to learn now, what they're going to be doing, and then how they feel about you. And then I've got the same for you, and then I've also got the overalling energy for both of you of what you're kind of, the stepping stones of what you're going towards together in this time, because I feel like this is a timeless reading. The way I'm seeing it is that if you're guided to watch this reading, it's because you need to watch it now. It's extremely potent, this energy. So don't worry if you're watching this in September 2020 or 2021 and you see that this was uploaded in April 2020. Like, this is fully a timeless energy reading, because it's literally like a lot of these people, including you, are now getting on this new wave, and some of you will get on this wave now and some of you will get on this wave in a year or 2 years time. So it's so weird because I keep feeling like it's like a traditional twin flame reading. So let's just say your love interest to begin with. So let's see what's going on with them. This is the most potent lesson that they're needing to learn right now. Surround yourself with protective energy. Wow. Okay. So, oh, that's really strong. This person is 100%. They've already gone through a lot of the karmic lessons that they had to learn, and a lot of the lessons they had to learn were way, way, way after you had learnt them. However, it's always a yin yang effect. It's always a balance. So yes, you may have learned a lot more of the emotional side of how to handle or work through overwhelming emotions and the lack of worth and self-esteem and everything. And now they've only just started or had jumped on that train maybe 6 months or a year afterwards. For some of you, this is like a 5-6 year journey with this person. However, you were also still learning other stuff that you hadn't during this whole time, just like they are. It's never one-sided here. Never one-sided. It's always a balance. They've overcome a lot of these karmic lessons, and they've definitely cleared a lot of their own blocks of being open to receive healing information. They're a lot more open now. However, because they're still learning how to navigate through the crazy energies that are coming out right now, not just all the fear propaganda and everything, a lot of the suppression and depression they're feeling. The full moon energy is extremely intense as well, which we had a full moon last night and also the night before. The energies this week have been freaking crazy with this full moon on top of everything that's already going on. And they're definitely connecting a lot more to the collective consciousness. Now, that being said, I see that they're having a lot more vivid dreams about you. And it doesn't even involve them right now. It's like they're seeing you. They're seeing you in your element and what you could be already if you hadn't had some of these hurtful experiences, like where you're going to. In ways that you don't fully recognize about yourself right now. But then they're also seeing another version of you, like completely getting lost in the crowd and the chaos of everything that is going on, and where you could go if you allowed this crazy illusion to dictate your life and your worth and your happiness. And it's crazy because it's like, even though they're needing to protect their energy a lot more, it's like they're seeing you still as this kind of guiding light, like the devil and the angel, like seeing what would happen to you if you give in to all of this fear and unhappiness, and seeing what you do if you continue to elevate yourself. And it's like they're seeing that reflection of you because it's easier to see you right now rather than see themselves, and also because they're connecting a lot more to your consciousness of how they've affected you and what they've done. Yeah, this person here is I feel like their living situation is needing to be improved drastically. My earring just came out. I feel like their living situation needs to be improved drastically because they don't necessarily feel comfortable expressing their true authentic thoughts in the area that they're living in. This isn't just like, oh, if they're living with some people, because I feel like a lot of your love interests physical location, a lot of them do live by themselves. And it's to do with how they don't think their voice is really going to be heard or accepted in their current location. Like the people's consciousness in their location no longer matches up with them. And it's like, I feel like they've always known that, but it never used to really bother them before. It was just like, just get on with it, focus on kind of like a mixture of ego gratification and like going back and forth. But now it's like, yes, I can still do what I used to do and like, you know, have small talk or not really go around this person. But it's like they just want to be able to fully be themselves. Like if they walk out the house wearing something completely different. if they suddenly change their hair, if they wanted to talk about conspiracy theories, if they wanted to talk about how the system can really suppress you and make you just into a sheep or a battery, like the way that Morpheus has that speech in the Matrix, and he literally shows Neo that the whole system is to make you into a running, well-oiled machine, like a battery. And Neo's ego can't take it. It's like this person really just wants to be able to live in a space where the collective energy is matching up with their consciousness. However, because they're opening up to so much of this and they're not fully used to it yet, there are a lot of, it's not parasites, but it's manipulative energies around them. I feel like some of these are tests from some of their ancestors and guides to see like how strong this person's faith really is on really still continuing to connect with their soul and seeing beyond the illusion. And some of them are getting manipulated by dark forces because of everything that is going on right now. So I see that this person is learning how to really be a lot more gentle with their energy and respect their boundaries a lot more. They're definitely going to be looking at moving. I feel like a lot of you guys knew that this person was going to be looking at moving anyway. But it's almost like just like a lot of people right now, they just want to like rush past this quarantine period. Like they just want to like be able to do whatever it is they want to do. This person really wants to just like be in their home, be in their homestead, move to this country, like be able to travel. Like they just want to be able to be in a whole new energy with people more on their vibe. Interesting. So at the same time, did I fix that earring? Yes, I did. Okay. The lesson that you're learning right now is you need to take a lot more note of intuitive messages. I feel like so many of you guys know this already because you're already having crazy vivid dreams and you feel all of these energies all around you and all these spirits. Wow. Okay, this is strong. Okay, so yeah, if you guys haven't already been doing your full moon activations, it's not too late. Please, 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 please still do your full moon rituals, your activations if you haven't already, because it's such a potent time for you to fully manifest everything you want. Get clear, purge, and just let it be released. So you guys are really still needing to trust your own real, true, authentic soul's thoughts, your higher self's thoughts, even during this drastic changing time. It's I see that so many of you you're so intuitive, and it's like you came from such a long journey. I feel like maybe 2-3 months ago you were trusting yourself a lot more. I see a lot of you aren't fully in that trust as much. I know a lot of it is because of the uncertainty. It's the uncertainty of, will I even get paid? Well, how am I going to sort out my bills? What's happening with my job? Where am I going to live? How am I going to pay my rent or my mortgage? I wanted to go here. I booked this travel. When is this person going to talk to me? And for a lot of you guys, it feels like everything is just fully falling apart, and it feels like your life was already on delay in some areas. That's how you were seeing it. But you were like, okay, well, this is working, this is working. Okay, I can have a bit more patience, even though it's frustrating. I am my higher self. I am my higher self. This human experience it's a lot more than I remember. And then now, the last couple of weeks, you just feel like everything's just like bleh, like just blown up in your face. It hasn't, but it feels like that in your mental and emotional space. So there's a real need for you guys to write down what it is you're feeling. Honestly. For a lot of you, this will be extremely therapeutic, and it will help you to release. I feel like a lot of you guys do need to do this letting go ritual. Spirit's reminding me that I haven't edited and uploaded that, but I need to. However, this video is definitely going to go out before I edit and upload that letting go ritual, because it's very personal, and that's going to take some time for me to edit. But if you guys write down everything that you're feeling when it comes to the stuff you no longer want to experience. You can also put the people, but be very, very mindful, because if you let go of these people, sometimes spells can happen in different ways than we realize. Trust me. If you want to see prime examples of that, watch the original Charmed with like Phoebe, Piper, and Prue, and or even Paige as well. Like, you'll see, you know, the consequences sometimes of spell work and casting. And there's a real need for you guys to write down the stuff that no longer serves you. So even if it's, I write down that I'm no longer going to self-sabotage, I let go of self-sabotage. I release all burdens. I release all pains from my heart. I release all lack of self-worth. Even if you just want to do it fully personal to you and not include anyone else, do that. Write it down. Fucking cry your eyes out. Purge, clear, however much you need to. If you get really angry right now, it's okay. The moon is helping you to release the shit that doesn't belong inside your energy fields. You don't want that in your aura. You don't want to keep carrying an empty suitcase that just has all the words of burden, pain, suffering, and you're just carrying it around. You don't need to carry it around anymore. It's not yours. It doesn't serve you. Write all those things down. And now this will be your choice. You can either light it on fire and let the fire burn, and know that as the fire is burning, you're releasing it. And you can do this in your own intuitive way, because I go in a plethora of instructions in the ritual that you'll see soon. But I still encourage people to use their intuition all the time, because you would have done these rituals yourself in different ways. You can light it on fire with a match, an incense, put it in a fire if you guys have one, or you could bury it. You could bury it in the ground. You could rip it up into loads of little pieces, and as you're ripping it up, knowing that you're releasing the energy, and either bury it in the ground or you can scatter it on the earth so it can regenerate. It's up to you how you release it physically, but there's a real need for you guys to write down your emotions. Not only is it going to help you to release, but it's going to help you get a lot more clearer on what it is you're truly feeling in your soul and what you're really feeling in your ego. Because a lot of these emotions and these energies that are coming up right now are just ego-based, fear-based, feeling like you're not worthy enough anymore, feeling like you can't have faith anymore because you didn't realize it would take like 6 years or one month or 10 months of hardship. And it's like your ego is a huge part of why you are feeling so all over the place. So as you start to write down your emotions, you're going to start to get a lot more clearer. And then when you get these intuitive messages, these downloads, these upgrades, you will be able to already be in the habit of working that muscle so that you can write down what it is, even if it's something that doesn't make sense to you. If you suddenly start sensing this presence of this large grey woman type figure that's in front of you, and you're trying to figure out who the hell is this, not giving into fear, I'm just going to write down, I saw a huge grey figure that felt like a female energy. It may end up turning out to be another part of you that you haven't recognized yet. It may end up being a freaking ET, whether it's Arcturian or Palladian. It could be so many things. I literally feel like I can see a large grey woman that is like as a figure. So that's what I'm channeling, and I do feel like it is a part of me, because it feels, my third eye is going crazy right now as I'm talking to you, and it feels like it's another part of my, like another, almost like my higher self. It feels like it's a part of me that's in the Bahamas, in Nassau, this part of me that's just so calm and that is fully like a statue in the water. Like, that is what I'm channeling right here, right now. So I've recorded it, so I've got it there, but I know I'm going to write it down on my phone so I don't forget it. It's all of these things. It's making up like a patchwork of information, or almost like a jigsaw, and you're getting all the puzzle pieces. And if you keep writing them down, then eventually the whole picture will make sense. You have so much information and so much healing all inside you, your Akashic records, and you're really needing to still tap into that now. Okay, so, okay, I can see the way that Spirit's actually laid out these cards for me. Cool, so I'll do this. So this is the overgrounding energy for the lessons that both of you are needing to learn. It is the shadow work, spark in the dark. Yes, yes, yes. I love this picture so much. Spark in the dark. Wow. Okay, so How are you going to win when you ain't right within? How are you going to win when you're not right within? Come again. Literally, if you guys don't know those lyrics, it's Lauryn Hill. Seriously, this is your chance. And you're always going to have chances. You're always going to have chances. But you know already, here, and all over here, you know this is one of the biggest rebirths, resets, challenges, tests of faith, creative spaces that you could ever be in alongside the collective consciousness right now. Everything is changing. Everything. And yes, right now there are so many things that are out of your control that you've had to just surrender to, that you've had to just accept. Some of you are still struggling to accept it, you and this person that you're interested in, you and your divine love partner. However, there is so much that you can create. There's so much. All of us are going to come out of this cocoon eventually, collectively. And it really is up to you and your love interest if you choose to create exactly what it is you want now. Do that inner work whilst you're being forced to go within in this quarantine. So that when the cocoon emerges and it's like, hi, I'm the cocoon, you can come out now, it's the right time, you can fly free. You're flying free in your element, on your terms, in the ways that you want. Not how the government wants, not how the rest of the world wants, not how dark forces want, how you want. Everything you want is within. That is why so many people are now literally being forced to finally address what they would have always run away from. There are so many other things going on, but that's just one perspective. So, going back to your divine love partner, what it is they're going to be doing, and this timeless reading, for those watching it, well, whenever you're watching it, this feels like they're going to be getting to this space over the next 2 to 3 weeks. So, if you can't see what it says, it's seer. See beyond the current situation. Wow. You see that? That's my ego reacting. Spirit's been showing me this card almost every day. Almost every day. Like, wow. I just realized this is an amethyst. Amethyst crystal ball. It reminds me of my amethyst ring. Wow. Okay, so your love interest is fully connecting to their higher self. They're connecting to a much higher and broader perspective. They are going to be focusing a lot more on the plans that they can create so that they so that they feel more free to take chances and trust in the unknown that they've never done before. Because this person, the person that you know, or the way that you knew them, they had always been so like, it's just like this is the parameters in which I work. I can't go anywhere else unless the chip in my brain tells me to go to the right, then I'll go to the right. If you tell me to go in flow, I cannot do that. It's literally that's how their energy was for so long. Their control issues came out in a way of like, this is just how it is, mixed in with the fear, but it's like they were so programmed. Where some of your past control issues came a lot from fear, of if you would ever get the same reciprocity that you want, deserve, and are going to get. So it was like two different perceptions, but still had control issues that both of you have had to work through yourselves. Because I know for a lot of people watching this right now, it also took you a while to accept that even through the fear-based actions, there was still some control there of not just allowing things to work out in the best way. Because a lot of the time when you had started to see the higher perspective more, or you came onto this journey more, became consciously aware of this deep soul connection more, then because you knew more information, that's what then created a lot more fear-based control at the time. And I feel like a lot of you guys watching this now, you've already grown through that lesson and elevated. This person, they're really learning how to take chances now. And wow, my stomach's rumbling. Sorry about that, guys. They're really learning how to take chances now, and it's a case of they no longer want to hold themselves back from experiences that could fulfill them. They're recognizing a lot more that when they can trust in the unknown, when they do take chances, even if they fall flat on their face, it's part of living. It's like this person has a whole new vitality, and I keep channeling this so much for even my private clients on the phone and Skype. It's like so many people are gonna have this huge new vitality by the end. If you're watching it now in April, by the end of April 2020. If you're watching it another time, because this is a timeless reading, it will be in about 2 to 3 weeks, maximum 4 weeks time. This whole new vitality, this whole new surge of energy coming in. This I just want to live, experience, don't want to feel like I have to always have safety and security. Yes, still have a good balance of both, but I want to be able to just do you know what? Let me just take a chance. I just want to say yes to life. Because when they're looking back on their lives already as it is, how it was, it's just not really something that they would ever want to write a book about. It's not, and this is before you. The story with you, girl, wow, there's a lot to tell, there's a lot to express, there's a lot of lessons, there's a lot of inspiration. There are plenty of books and seminars that both of you could create, like Mind Valley style, and help the collective. But when they think about majority of their life and what they've created, not what came to them, but what they created, it's just pretty boring. It's very stagnant, and they don't want to be stagnant anymore. They really want to take a chance, and I see and feel so much more gratitude towards you. They really feel like they wouldn't have got on this journey of exploration and expanding if they hadn't met you. It's actually pretty beautiful. Wow. Okay, and this is where you're getting to. You guys are going to see this and be like, I did this 25 times. I've done it every lifetime. When am I just going to get mine? You are getting yours. You are. It's still coming. But there's always lessons. There's always tests. There's always, how strong is your faith? There's always that in the middle. Yeah, this is what you're going through, or will be going through in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Learning from spiritual experiences. But really, I know it says that, but it's really the new, similar to this person, this vitality, it's the new perception that you have on so many things that you wouldn't have necessarily thought your perception would change on, because you've learned these lessons. But from straight away, what I'm seeing is okay, maybe your lesson was in section A. Maybe your perception, on the lesson was section A, and then you went through all of this pain, all of this growth, all this pain, all this growth, and your perception turned from section A all the way to section W, and you're like, I'm good, I know that now, I know I had all of this growth and pain lessons, I'm at W now. But then you also kind of got settled and in W, when everything's always ever changing, ever flowing, just like the water. And now you're starting to learn that W isn't where you need to stay. It's not. You can still go back to A, you go to B, you could go to D, you could go to Z. Do you know what? Why don't we go to H? Because we've never been to H. And that is how I see this changing for you guys. well. Okay, so how do I go about explaining what I'm seeing? So this is a mixture, because I see that a lot of you guys are kind of I call it like the Jesus effect, and I know he kind of looks like Jesus, like the typical version that's shown in this illusion, at least. He also kind of looks like the Jesus character from Walking Dead, if any of you guys watch Walking Dead. But when I say the Jesus effect, I mean a lot of you guys are going into that kind of perception of what would Jesus do, aka what would my higher self do, aka what would a true heart consciousness do in this situation. Now, with that being said, I feel like some of you had already been in that perception, but not fully in it. In this experience, we have to have a balance. And some of you guys have gone to the space of only seeing this higher perspective, where in truth, you really need to see from all perspectives, all encompassing at the same time, to really take the most authentic step. It can't always be the higher self, because then that's unbalanced. It also has to be a mixture of the middle and the lower and to the left and to the right, and maybe up here and down there and down there. It has to be all encompassing. Every perspective needs to come to this decision, this action, this truth, this expression together. If it's something that's going to affect the rest of your life. I know none of you guys want to live with regrets. So some of you guys have been unbalanced for some time, like either only being in super low perspectives, and then suddenly just only higher perspectives, and then coming sometimes into a space of like, judgment is a hard word. It's not fully judgments. For some of you, yes, you have sometimes been like, oh hell no, I can't be around this person, because no. And that's normal. That's a normal form of expression. So no judgment, because trust me, I've done the same. But there's been some times when it's like you've only been here, and then you've been missing out on other experiences from other perspectives of yourself, because you've thought that you only need to stay here. And in truth, you need to be fully balanced. And that's one of the biggest spiritual lessons I see that you guys are learning, is a whole new way of reshaping your life and reshaping your form of balance. I see a lot more of you right now almost forcing yourselves to I need to do something to get calm. Like, I just need something to like calm down my anxiety and my nerves, because everything is appearing to be up in the air. Everything is like a question mark right now outside of you, externally. So a lot of you are forcing yourselves or being coerced and pushed into actually getting into those deep meditative states, whether you literally just sit and meditate the traditional pose, or whether it is that you meditate through cooking, or you meditate when you're having your spiritual bath, or you're listening to music. Meditation is just forms of fully being present and being clear, being open. Some of you will resonate with getting most of your clearest downloads and messages when you're singing, when you're listening to music. Some of you will be in cooking. Some of you who are allowed to still go out or even go to your garden would get it through your gardening, through forms of nature. And I see that right now you're going to be getting to this space where you are seeing the perspective that you've already changed from point A to point W, and you're going to be seeing it as the whole alphabet. You're going to be seeing every single letter, every single perspective. You're going to be seeing all of these experiences that you've had in. And then what this is going to do is not only create such a better balance for your life moving forward, and your openness to receive and to give, to love and let yourself be loved after all of these trials and tribulations you've gone through, but it's also going to help you to gain a lot more of your wisdom, your clarity, your power, your abilities, because your power, your abilities, your spiritual gifts, your talents, your creative pursuits, they're all tied into your emotions. They're all tied into your emotional fields. If your emotions are out of whack, if you're out of balance in that realm, then a lot of what you can be open to receiving and experiencing is also out of whack. And you guys are fully getting into alignment over these next few weeks. So if you are struggling with not being able to go outside, because so many of you guys have various different situations, like not everyone is in a case like me, being able to just like walk out whenever I want and go to a field or go to a lake or go to a waterfall. A lot of you guys are trapped in city apartments, or you're in major cities where you can't even go out of your house or apartment or flat more than once a day, unless it's to go to something essential like a supermarket, grocery store. So for those of you who are struggling being inside majority of the time, choose to ask your soul, your higher self, whatever you want to label it, angel, guide, God, Allah, it's all divinity. So whatever you want to label it, ask that to show you what it is you need to do to make yourself feel fulfilled in this present moment. Always in this present moment. This is another part of your balance that I see you coming to. Always focusing on the present moment. What is it that you need to feed your spirit right now? And as I said before, this is about feeding your spirit, not your ego. And the whole collective consciousness is going to be either falling into the side of only feeding the ego with all of the fear in the worst possible way, or you're going to be feeding your spirit in the most amazing way and continue to trust your talents in these changing times. And this is the overall energy for where you guys are both getting to. This is so awesome. Peace, a peaceful solution is on its way. It's on its way. It's on its way. Wow, this is so cool. Look at her. She's so emotional. She's like, oh my gosh, can I finally get my peace now? Yeah, you can. Damn. Wow. Oh, this is beautiful. So for those of you guys who are going to be really progressing in this journey, in this path, in the way I see it, that aren't going to suddenly go into resistance, but you're going to continue to surrender to this experience of really going within, creating and manifesting and elevating and expanding and coming out of that cocoon, you have so much to look forward to. You do. Like, you have so much love to give. Wow, what is that song? Oh, it's Mama Africa by Akon. I think some of you guys will really resonate with that song. If you type in Akon, Akon, and type in Mama Africa, oh man, because that's literally what's going on the planet as well right now. Whew, a lot of things are changing in the collective consciousness, but you guys, this piece is so divine, it's so magnificent, honestly. This is honestly about you guys. I'm getting really emotional because I keep seeing the white birds again, like the white bird here in this picture and then the white bird here. Like, it literally is I keep seeing those two swans, and I know before when I used to do my readings, I'd always see those two swans, twin souls, twin flames, divine love, and it's like, yeah, seeing the doves and just like how much you guys are going to be flying free. And you just need to hold on to this faith, even when it feels so uncertain, when all hope seems like it's lost. If you hold on to this faith and this knowledge and continue to trust the voice within, really within, not the ego, because the ego is probably what some of you guys are still used to hearing. Really allow yourself to hear your true soul, and you'll understand and start to hear the difference of when your ego speaks, that fear-based protection, and when your soul really speaks. There's a different resonance, there's a different frequency. There is so much peace coming. Peace is already here if you're in the present moment. It is. You have availability to access it anytime you want. But overall, for majority of your life, yes, there are so many more peaceful and abundant things coming in. think so many of you are really good at music though, because I feel like so many of you need to sing, and you need to I feel like some of you guys, you don't sing or listen to certain songs because you know that it's going to make you cry. And this isn't just about this divine love partner. This is so, like, this is all aspects of your life. This is not just about your divine love partner. They are also just a reflection and a lesson and a part of your soul, a part of you. However, I'm seeing that some of you have either just lost somebody, or you're missing somebody who you've already lost from a while ago, and you wish nothing more than to just talk to them. You feel like this was the only person that may have kind of understood you the most physically, and feeling like you haven't necessarily done enough for them. You can connect to this person anytime you want, but you have to start trusting your own soul. You have to start trusting your own spirit. Yes, some of the things sometimes that you may see or experience may be a bit scary because it's unknown, because it's the first time you're seeing it, because it's not something that you experience on a day-to-day basis. But you are a multifaceted soul, limitless, having a human experience. You're not just a human. You have to accept that you are a soul having a human experience. You already know what everything is. You have to start trusting that soul, that voice. I feel like some of you guys are going to need to hear Christina Aguilera's song, The Voice Within, and really allow yourself to fully purge during this full moon energy, during this time, during this experience, during these next few weeks that you were guided to watch this video now for. Is allow the peace to come in. Choose peace. And know that when you choose peace, that means you have to release. It's not just I choose peace and peace just comes to you. No, no, no. If you choose peace, that means everything that does not cause you peace is going to be released. Everything. That's getting angry, getting frustrated, purging, crying, feeling like you're suddenly bipolar. Yeah, all of those things will come up to come out. All of them. Some of you guys may end up just getting really sick, as in like your ovary pains or cramps, or suddenly getting headaches, because all these things are regenerating, recalibrating within you. Wow. Okay, so this is how your love interest feels about you. OMG. Take time to reflect. Woo, doggy. Oh, shizzle. Wow, I just went on a trip. I went on a trip far, far up into the galaxies, in the ethers. Oh my gosh. This person is thinking about you all day. This person is thinking about you all day. I feel like this person has been thinking about you for like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 25 million years, literally. But they've concentratedly been thinking about you a hell of a lot for the last couple of months, it feels like. Some of you guys, you would have already had connections or dreams or visions or hints at this person's spirit or soul coming into your life before you physically met. And for some of you, you wouldn't have felt that. And this person, your love interest, would have felt it, but they still wouldn't have understood what the hell was going on. But what I'm seeing is they are not only continuing to grow their wisdom, but they are... they've already been learning a lot of the sad, hard, painful growth experiences that you've already gone through, and some of the pain that they caused you. They've already been doing that. But right now, it's like, it's beyond those two versions of you that I said that they're going to be seeing in the next few weeks. Their soul knows who you are fully, and their consciousness is catching up to that at an alarming rate, like a really, really good rate. Everything still feels like it's on divine timing with this, the connection between you. Yes, some other things have been put on pause, some other things have been put on delay, and some of those pauses and delays, also divine timing. Some of you guys may argue that all of it's divine timing, and yes, from that perspective, it's also true. And in lower perspective, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this, nothing's working out, and all of that stuff. All these different perspectives up in this bitch. But this person, wow, they recognize your soul. They know that you're the one. And it's not just the one as in like the one for me. It's like they know you're the one to do this mission, to do this work, to do this job, to do this healing, this elevation for the collective, for the planet. They know that you've been doing so much already that you're not even consciously aware of. That's why I said earlier, it's like they can see more of you and more of your talent than you can. They also see that you are going to be initiating a movement of your own. And as everything is always in balance, it's like you kind of initiate and go first, and then they follow and catch up with the after. Almost like, yeah, the yin yang, the feminine, the masculine. It is like you're all moving in the right direction. But the biggest thing they see is your truth, and how you've always been the most authentic person, how you've always been the most truthful person, how you've you've always been the most honorable person. They have so much more gratitude for you, for this journey, for this experience. I feel like for some of you guys, this divine love connection is somebody that's like famous, that you see like on TV or on the radio, only for a small collective of you. Almost like you physically never met, but you both are going through this crazy, amazing journey. And for those of you who have physically met and have physically been in relationships or physical connections and gone through the whole journey, whether it's separation or whether it's just like real test of faith, like I've been, it's like this person's stepping up. I feel like their higher self is fully starting to embody in their physical essence, where they're doing stuff in a completely different way when it comes to you. The thoughts that they're having, the actions they're taking, the chariot type of energy that I feel just like coming towards you, and I'm burning up right now as I'm saying that, because I feel like so many of you who have either been waiting for this day to come and never thinking it would, you are finally going to see like, oh my gosh, you are actually coming to me in this way that I always wanted to manifest and couldn't fathom that it was actually going to happen, and now it's here. I don't even know how the frick to react. Like, how do I take this? For a lot of you guys, that is your experience that's coming in. And I've just started experiencing that with Nick, my partner, like coming to me in a whole new level that I always wished, always wanted, always manifested, always would connect and talk to their soul, their higher self on this level. And now their physical embodiment of Nick is like really much more his higher self than I've ever physically witnessed for a consistent duration. And that's only started happening in the last 2 weeks. And it's like, wait a second. Like, I'm gassed, I'm excited, and you can be too. This is such a beautiful experience, honestly. Oh, wow. I didn't even realize it said that. This is you. This is literally what you just saw me reacting about. Like how you're just like, damn, like, how do I accept this? This is something I wanted from like last year, 2 years ago, and now you're bringing it to me. I don't even know if I want it now. Do I even want it? Can I even trust it? Can I even accept it? Yes, you can, because you have to shift this perception and actually understand that it's happening now for the best reason. Oh my gosh. Wow, I feel like I need to do like a Ralph Smart type thing. Like, can I get a hello there? Like, for real. Oh my gosh. Oh. So this is how you feel about this love interest, this divine partner. It's like, yeah, you are learning how to accept that sometimes divine timing really is in a way that the ego cannot comprehend. Also, that after all the pain and growth and suffering and elevation and acceptance and happiness and reciprocity and fulfilling your own cup and knowing that you have to be fully good in yourself, like to a certain level, to then really be a true good like partner to somebody else, or even just high vibrational asset, grounded, balanced for the collective, or for whatever mission it is that you chose, because you chose to be here on this planet Earth at this time. Like, you chose to be here knowing full well that this would happen. Like everything, even the pandemic, you knew it would happen. You chose to be here because this is a crazy potent time where you can really shift and change the world. So it's like you're wanting to let them know that you're starting to recognize them in a whole new way. You're starting to recognize why they caused so much pain that they did, why these lessons had to be learned, how you also had to see your own strength, your own tenacity, your own overcoming, how you were also part of creating this storyline, and how you genuinely are also seeing the real them in a whole new light, a whole new world, literally. Because it feels very grounded. I feel like you are becoming a lot more grounded during this time. And it's always going to feel like it's up in the air until suddenly it just, like, the last bit slots into place. And it's like, wait, did I just wake up from a dream? How do I just feel so damn good today? Because I feel like for so many of you guys, as you're doing this, yeah, as you start to do this and continue to do it, and you really start to accept this and immerse yourself in all of your divinity, and you get to this space, honey, you're just gonna be like, I'm a brand new bitch. Like, watch out, I'm good. Like, wow, all of this pain was worth it because look where I am. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel like so many of you guys are getting to this space. You want them to know that you're happy with them going through their growth. You're happy that you're part of their journey, elevating and growing, just like you're happy that they're part of yours. You're happy that you recognize even more of your power, your abilities, your gifts, your strengths. There's just a whole new level of acceptance that I see you guys getting to. And it's like you want to let this love interest know, like, hey, you know what? I get it. I get it. The pain, I get it. The lack of communication and emotional support, I get it. The miscommunication and arguments all the time, I get it. You get it. And you want to let them know that. Damn. And the overall energy for both of you in this gosh. If you guys can't see, it says Atlantis has risen. The awakening begins. Yeah, it does. The true awakening, the veil is being lifted. So many of you guys were channeling way before this virus came along that something would come along and change the world forever. There'd be a whole new restart, rebirth, challenging times. You have to create a whole lot of chaos before you can really begin a new truth, a new path, a new journey. Yep, and you guys were all doing this personally in your own separate lives and collectively before all of this then started manifesting into fruition. Like, all of this is happening in divine timing. Atlantis, wow. I know so many of you guys resonating with this reading would have already felt connections to Atlantis or Egypt or Morocco or Bali, certain parts of Greece, certain parts of Hawaii. That's my stomach. Wow. Peru as well is one of them. And India. Calcutta specifically. I've never heard that before. I just got told, and also Argentina for a small part of the collective. I feel like there'll only be like 1 or 2 people that'll be like, oh my gosh. Wow. This is gonna sound cheesy as fuck, but for so many of us in the collective, myself included, this honestly is our life is only truly starting to begin. Yeah. And to be honest, I know I waffle on for frickin' England. I can talk for England, probably the USA too. But that's the only thing Spirit wants me to say. Like, you know me, I don't shut up. But the only thing Spirit wants me to say is your life is only truly starting to begin now. Damn, this is hard. I just want to I've got so much more I want to say, but Spirit just wants me to leave it at that, like the impact of that. Your life is only starting to begin now. And what you're both leading towards. Wealth, abundance, happiness, connections, fulfillment, the whole thing. The golden path is always rewarding. Look at that beautiful citrine. Damn, that's some good shit that make me not quit. That good shit. Oh, he give it to me every day, every day. Damn. Wow, my stomach is going in. Don't worry, guys. I'll eat after this video. Honestly, guys, this is like, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for us. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for the collective consciousness. I'm so happy. So many of you guys are trying to not cry right now. So many of you guys are really needing to take in note of your intuitive messages so that you can see beyond the current situation, because when you are reflecting and when you are learning from these spiritual experiences, it's going to help you to shift your perception. You're going to learn how to really go within and create the magic you want. You're going to have all this peace. You're going to be surrounding yourselves with protective energy. You're going to be having this new beginning and fully connecting with the fact it's already happening within you and all around you. And you're going to be going towards this. The songs I keep hearing in my mind is Can You Feel the Sunshine? Does it brighten up your day? These are just the lyrics I'm hearing. I can feel the heavy energies clearing. Nothing makes me more happy than to know that I have such a great best friend. To know that you're down for me is reassuring. It's the reason I'm always smiling. Another end is just like a new beginning. Another end is just like a new beginning, honestly. So many of you, you can't see it fully yet. And so for some of you, you're not supposed to see it fully yet. But know that it's here. Know that it's coming into your life. Honestly, this is all the pain, the journey, the suffering, the lessons, the acceptance, the surrender, the lack, everything you've gone through so far. It's like a prelude. Literally. It's like a prelude at the start of an album. And you're about to now start the full chapters or the full songs for the album. It's like a prequel of a TV show. It's like a pilot of a TV show. Because, yeah, you really are going to be starting your real life. It doesn't matter what age you are. It doesn't matter if you're 65 watching this. It don't matter if you're 42. It doesn't matter if you're 27. It doesn't matter. Age is an illusion. You're a timeless being. Maybe you had to learn these lessons in this way because, don't forget, you're not the only one learning lessons. You're helping other people do it too. So maybe the story that you created with them when you made those soul contracts was, okay, I'm going to help this person, this person, this person, this person, this person, and they're going to help me. And that will take me to age 33. Or that will take me to age 48. Divorced twice. 3 kids. 1 car, 1 dog. And then my life will really begin. Because now I have all the prelude, all the prequel, everything I need to know. And now I can just live completely and utterly authentically in this human experience. Until my soul's like, hey, guess what? We're resonating with a different frequency. So let's go somewhere else. Let's go into another dimension. Honestly, this is the beginning of your true life. I promise you that. It is the beginning of your new life. If you choose to accept it. And it is a choice. Everything's a choice. It's a choice. Do you choose to accept that your life is supposed to be fulfilled, joyous, happy, stable, abundant in all forms, ever flowing, ever changing, like water? Do you trust that anything that no longer serves you to be released now? So it's no longer in your way, no longer in your path. Do you choose to accept that regardless of everything, or do you know what, not even regardless, do you choose to accept that with everything you have gone through and are still going through and may go through in the future, do you choose to accept that with that you can still create the best freaking outcome for yourself? Because you freaking can. You can. So choose yourself, choose happiness, choose abundance, choose peace, choose stability, choose your authentic self. I love you guys so, so much. I love you. Now, for some of you, I know that you're getting a lot more clairaudience, so I'm going to make this quick. I'm just going to do a quick little activation for some of you to get a bit clearer in your clairaudience, and then I'm going to give you guys some Reiki and say sayonara till next time. So, for those of you who want to receive this, just close your eyes. Ikaya koya sikaya shotokoro si akaya ikaya shotoro ikaya sotoro ikaya shotoro koyo soto. Ya koshitia aikaya ikia sho oyakaya shitia ikaya sotoro okoyo shotia. Ikaya ikaya shotoro ikaya shia ya kosotoro iya. And so it is. And so it is. Okay, so I'm sending you guys so much love and light and healing. And don't forget to check out all the other videos I've been doing. I did a live stream the other day with just sound healing to give you peace of mind, so check that out. I also did another reading here like a week ago, energy update, and I'm just about to upload another sound healing, light language frequency activation, as well as a letting go ritual. I love you guys so much. Also check out all my other channels, my ASMR, my blog channel, my Instagram. Me and Nick are posting on Instagram like crazy. I'm also doing a lot of lives on Instagram too. You guys can keep up with all my travels whilst I'm here in America, whilst I'm here in New Jersey. And also I'm sending so much love and healing to all of you and all of your loved ones. I hope you guys stay safe as much as you can. I have an auntie right now who's in hospital and got told that she has the virus in the UK. So if you guys want to, you can send her so much love and light and strength as well. And yeah, if any of you guys want to contact me about any healing packages or any of that stuff, all of that good ish is down in the description. And also, oh my gosh, thank you so much for your beautiful donation. Oh my gosh, that touched my heart so much. Thank you so much. That is the sweetest thing ever. Yeah, it just like, ooh, it just gave me so many butterflies. It just like made me feel so warm and cozy. So thank you so much for your donation, beautiful soul. I love you. I love you guys so much. Stay strong and stay smiling. Bye.